Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news and a special post-House Rules Committee live edition here on the channel. H.R. 38, the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, as it's called in the Senate. In the House, it's called the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017, has just passed the House Rules Committee. It was a fight, but luckily for us, there are enough pro-gun members, 8, as opposed to anti-gun, ass-hat liberal fools who made themselves look like assholes, 3, on that committee today. And those of you who didn't watch it, you can look through my Twitter feed. I was live tweeting through the whole event. It was refreshing, it was infuriating, and it was worrisome all at the same time. What do I mean? Well, the refreshing part was several times Representative Hastings out of Florida, who would, wave his gun permit saying, I have a permit, but then would constantly say, almost word for word, and you can look at my Twitter because I quoted him, that I have a gun permit, but you guys shouldn't, that I am better than you. And I think he also called, actually, let me pull up my Twitter feed real quick, because I don't want to misquote stupidity, because stupidity should be treated the way it is. Stand by one. Let me open up this idiot. I did a lot of tweets as this was happening because a lot of people were asking all day long what was going to happen, so I figured I would live tweet it. We had some complete buffoonery that came out from people who, I don't know, they just shouldn't have the jobs they have. So Louise Slaughter, she's an idiot and sounded like an idiot several times. Rep. Jerry Nadler out of New York, enough said, New York. And I believe, what was the other douche's name? Stand by. Oh yeah, Jim McGovern, because he's in my state. He's not my rep, he doesn't represent me at all, but that asshole sounded like a fool, pompous ass, very proud, demanding. They think that if I talk louder, you will listen to me. Nope, you still look like an ass. And the whole world got to see it live because a lot of pro-gun channels were just tweeting out your stupidity. Pete Sessions, who was the chairman of this committee, did one hell of a stand-up job in controlling the liberal lunacy. The liberals kept saying, we want a fair fight, but there were more anti-gun speakers. Every single amendment that was submitted was anti-gun, and by far they tried to control the narrative and saying all kinds of lies and lunacy that people, luckily, shot them right down and eviscerated them with the truth. Some of the things that they were saying were people in Wisconsin are 10 years old and have concealed carry permits, and they shouldn't be able to come to New York. Again, they were slaughtered by people saying, no, you're lying, you have to be 21, or 18 in certain states, and 10-year-olds aren't 21, at least when I do my math. I don't know about liberal math, but regular conservative math, that's how it is. So there were, let me see if I can pull up my tweets here. So Rep. Hastings, from Florida, got eviscerated, was saying that, oh, what are we going to do when 50 people now, when this passes, come onto a plane with concealed carry guns? And just got destroyed because, A, the dumbass didn't know about the laws about flying while armed. You can't. It has to be checked in to luggage. Then he tried, well, what's going to happen when they all come here? 150 people come here. And they would say, well, they can't because it's against the law. Well, what will happen when and he got cut off real quick because he was saying, listen, obviously the guy didn't read the frickin' law, the bill. The state law still has to be followed. So if a person can't go into a bar with a gun in your state, say use Massachusetts. If somebody can't bring a gun into a post office here, even though it's federal, then the person coming from Hawaii with a permit isn't going to be able to do it either. They just couldn't wrap their head around it. They did not want that truth to get out, and it did several times. So thank you, you liberal idiots. You just undermined your own ability. Now, what I will say is I am going to admit a little bit of, I'm going to eat a little bit of crow here. I was adamant that fixed NICS shouldn't have been attached to this, but I am seeing that I'm glad that it was, because every single one of these anti-gun asses said that we want the fixed NICS, we want this, but we don't want H.R. 38. In fact, they said that the fixed NICS would just walk right through both houses and become law, and which I don't think it's going to, but it was refreshing to see that they hated this. And I was tweeting and I tagged every one of these anti-gunners with the truth, you know, that this is a civil right, and it does not matter if you don't like it. It's my civil right. I don't like the fact that you talk stupidity, but it's your First Amendment right to be an asshat, and you guys do it really well. Hastings and whatever her Slaughter, and oh, don't forget Jackson Lee from Texas. Her stupid ass was there too. And McGovern, you ass nut. I hope somebody in the state has enough money to run against you, because you're horrible. But it was awesome to see you guys play yourselves. You got played, and you know, the Trump train's coming. This needs to pass, and I believe Trump will sign this. But the war is in the Senate. 60 votes is needed unless we go nuclear with 51, and I don't know if we'll have an easy shot at the 51. So make your calls right now. The U.S. House of Representatives, my kids are being goofy. The U.S. House of Representatives is voting tomorrow, Wednesday, December 6th, on H.R. 38, combined with Fix Nix, and they can't stand it. They are voting for it tomorrow. Even the liberals on the panel were resigned to say this is going to pass, so we can't stop it. Boo-hoo-hoo, you guys are going to get your rights. And it was refreshing. Very, very refreshing. I hope that you guys and gals had the time to see it at 2 o'clock. I realize most people are working. I was lucky enough that I was able to be home. What we got over here? My feed over here is a little bumpy. Matt Scoron, thank you, man. A $10 donation to the channel. And he says, everyone, please support Jared. We need his channel, and I need you all to have this channel. So thank you very much. The support is amazing. I hope that even though I couldn't carry it live, I hope that my live tweeting helped those of you who were not able to watch this. Maybe if you're at work, maybe you followed some of the tweets that I was putting out. I know other pro-gun entities out there were trying to keep everybody informed as well. It was very, very refreshing to see H.R. 38 go through the House Rules Committee today and make it all the way to the floor tomorrow. It's being voted on. So very, very good. Very refreshing. And to see that the liberals were crying, basically, and whining and submitting every single attempt at an amendment to kill this. They kept calling the H.R. 38 the poison pill. To see every single one of their lunacy gun control amendments be destroyed when they took a roll call. It was either 7-4 and 3 against, or 8-4 and 3 against, because one of, I think it was the gentleman from Georgia came back after the first 2 or 3 amendments were considered. Destroyed. It was good because they had, like, it's their holiday party is today, so the committee was like, we need to wrap this up. So once they said that, the Hastings out of Florida, he decided he was going to get louder, because when I'm louder, you'll listen to me, and I mean something. I'm important. He actually called, let me see if I can get the exact tweet. Let me see. Oh, yeah. He boasted that he was angry and disturbed. Who gives a shit? He also, let me get the thing he said, because I do not want to screw this. Well, we got Schneider, who's from Illinois. He, what was his thing? He was saying that, like, the Illinois, we don't allow this stuff, and nobody else in the country should be able to do that. Civil rights stuff. They don't want that stuff. And then Representative Dina Titus out of Nevada, she showed her idiocy real quick. They, like, cut her dumbass off quick, but she had the balls to say that 18-year-olds, and I hope there's some 18-year-olds watching, we were all 18 once, that 18-year-olds were not adults, and you guys are children. And then immediately, Pete Sessions just killed her, saying, whoa, wait a second, they can join the military. Oh, wait a second, they can vote. And made her look like a bumbling ass because she didn't know what to say. And she kept saying, well, I know people in their 30s who act like children. Liberal lunacy. Can't get your own way, you stupid asses. It was awesome. It was refreshing. It is going to be on their YouTube channel. I'll try to get a link. I did tweet out the link for the actual video. And it will be live on Twitter once it on YouTube once it goes through the processing, just like anybody's live stream. So it will be on their YouTube channel. Link is in. I did it on my Facebook on this side. Everybody from Facebook, and I also put it out on Twitter, so you can find that and click on that link and keep refreshing it, because once it's done processing, it will go be able to be watched. What else? Some other highlights that I tweeted out. I did want to say that those of you in Florida who may or may not be watching, and maybe share this with folks in Florida, please. Y'all's rights are at risk with this Hastings fellow in charge. He is as disconnected as one person can be from what the Constitution says. Absolutely disconnected. He's an elitist, an ivory tower liver. He thinks that you do not, you're just servants, and you do not count. He acted that way throughout his entire pompous diatribe. Let me see. What else? Again, another Rep. Hastings, the Florida ass. He was claiming, and this was awesome. I hope this tweet actually makes it out, because this was one of the best ones I put out. He's claiming that there was an increase of hate crimes nationwide. But what he didn't say was because of Barry Obama's piss-poor presidency that the country is like that. By him hating on police and law and not enforcing law and letting criminals go and bringing ISIS here and all that happy horse shit, that is why those numbers are going up. Not because of concealed carry. Not because of civil rights, you douche. I mean, these people are so stupid. Really, I wish some of us, servants, the people who employ them, their bosses, I wish we could go there and just have a debate. They would they'd have nicer suits because they get some money, and they'd sound all distinguished and raise their voice because they think they're important. But I think we would kill them as far as the facts, because they don't go with facts. What else? Again, Representative Goodlatte out of Virginia, he made Virginia proud. Made them proud. He did a hell of a job defending H.R. 38. It's just like shielding off the lunacy from these buffoons, and giving facts and giving laws and giving facts about this bill when they were trying to attack it, saying, no, wait. They still have to follow the laws of whatever state they're going to. Oh, no, wait. No state allows domestic violence, people who are guilty of domestic violence. Nobody lets them carry. So why this bill doesn't do anything different? If they're prohibited federally, they're prohibited under this bill. Nothing changes that. And that was really, really good. Rep. Goodlatte did a fantastic job defending H.R. 38, and probably nobody in his spot would have stayed as calm as he did. I know my ears were getting red. I was getting angry. So what else? Oh yeah, Rep. Hastings then started to quote a country music guitarist that was there the night of the Las Vegas shooting, and that guitarist, now denounces the Second Amendment. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't care what some country music guitarist thinks about my rights. It's my right. I don't give a shit. He has a right to play a guitar, and I have a right to own my gun. And who cares what they think? It doesn't matter. It's a civil right. These people don't get it. Like, I don't give a shit about your feelings. Doesn't matter. What else? Yes, here's the quote. Rep. Hastings called gun owners from other states, and this is a quote, bottom dwellers. You're a bottom dweller. You're below him in Florida because he is an elitist. Right there, pal. Right there. In fact, fucking 2 thumbs up. Screw you. What else? Again, these liberals kept saying, we want a fair fight, and blah, 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 blah. But they were being bullies. They were trying to overpower the conversation. There was far more anti-gun speakers, if you watch this, than there were pro-gun speakers. Far more. And you still got slaughtered. You couldn't even lie correctly. You guys suck. Hastings, again, the douche from Florida, kept saying that the NRA leadership are a bunch of cunning folks who are just doing the bidding of the gun manufacturers. Really? Because I remember the NRA is like kind of bent on a lot of gun control. And do you think gun manufacturers want less guns sold? No. In fact, that's why a lot of people are mad at the NRA right now, because they bent over and took it in the rear on bump stocks. They're the reason all these bills have come since Nevada. So they're not doing anything for gun manufacturers. And that's just my humble opinion. but these people are just dumb. And then, you know, Jim McGovern, again, spewing his dumbass stupidity. And I'm going to go on record and say I am ashamed. As a Massachusetts resident, I know and I worked with Jim McGovern's grandmother. Her name was Wanda. I worked with her. She was a sweetheart. And when this douche decided he was going to run, she said how great her grandson was and how he was going to do great things for the state. You know, and I actually had a bumper sticker of him on his first his first campaign, and I had it on my car for about 8.5 seconds before I realized he was a Democrat. But his mother was a great person. His grandmother was a great person. God bless her soul. I worked with her. But I don't think she's proud of what you've done. I don't, because she wasn't that kind of person. Yeah, and I went there. Let's see what else. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee out of Texas. She went on record saying that law enforcement fears now lawful gun owners entering their state. Fears lawful gun owners entering their state. I was a cop for a long time. I never once feared a lawful gun owner. In fact, I was on scenes where I was happy there were other lawful gun owners there. Again, hoping that the sheep will be like, yes, yes, tell me more. Yes, give it to me. Please don't use lube. Give it all to me. All right, that's what they want. And a lot of the panel saw through it, and I hope that those of you watching saw through this as well. Representative Jerry Nadler out of New York caught himself, but he said it, and you'll see it on the video if you watch it back. He said that the New York legislature has decided, the people of New York through the legislature have decided, when he was talking about gun control and New York and how they do things. That the truth was there. It came out. It fell out accidentally. The truth hit the floor. That the legislature thinks that they run the show, and they don't. We, the people, run the show, and we're starting to realize it, and we're starting to wake up, and we need to spread this stuff. Not just my channel, every Pro Second channel. Spread it. Spread the news. There's more and more people right now waking up saying, I want to go get my permit. I should buy a gun. I need to get some training, and I want to keep myself safe, and I want to protect my children. The rate of people waking up right now is astronomical, and they're trying their hardest to divert us and to distract us. Spread the word. Spread this video on Facebook. Spread this video on YouTube. Spread my tweets. Spread every Second Amendment channel that you watch. Spread it. Get people on it. Because we are getting the word out. And as much as they try to keep us down, we're doing it in numbers. Keep doing it. Have I said it yet? Call your representatives today, because they're voting on it tomorrow. HR 38. Call them. Then Louise Slaughter again. She referred to... She tried to sound intelligent. She wanted to talk Second Amendment talk. And she said, a well-regulated militia. Well, I seem to remember the militia back in Pennsylvania, back in the days, and they wanted farmers to carry muskets and come out of the woods and shoot 3 shots and then fade back and leave the battlefield. And that's what she thinks the Second Amendment means. What a crazy old bat. I mean, just look at her and look at her hairstyle and her eyes. That says enough. She is a nut. And again, what they seem to all forget was it doesn't matter if you don't like my civil right. It's a civil right. I might not like what you do, but I ain't trying to stop it. Okay? If you have a right, you have a right. I don't have to agree with it, but I sure as hell have to accept it, and so do you. What else? Sheila Jackson Lee said that the Second Amendment puts law enforcement and police at risk. No. No, what she did was she went up there with this dossier of a bunch of big city police chiefs who are appointed. So they all came from liberal cities. What do you think they are? You think they're going to say, hey, the Second Amendment's right? Nope. They're all like, oh, we can't have that. It's going to put all the cops at risk. Asses. Just towing the line. Do what your oath says. Chiefs. Clowns. Then they brought in, I think it was Slaughter, who said that, there are 17 attorneys general that don't want this, and immediately was slapped down when the 24 who did back it, their names were submitted, so they got destroyed on that attempt too. We did find out that the Department of Justice is re-looking at the rules that allowed bump stocks to be considered the way they are with the ATF. So that is more than likely going to change. That was a little caveat that if you weren't paying attention, you missed that one. Again, Sheila Jackson Lee wanted to know why Fix NICS was coupled with H.R. 38, because they came, make no mistake about it, they came there today to kill H.R. 38 and pass Fix NICS. They wanted two separate bills. What does that tell you? Like, I got some hate online from another channel who was questioning why I was reporting what I was. You know, I read you from Congressman Massey's alert, and she was saying that, you know, Congressman Massey doesn't know what he's talking about. One of my subscribers spoke with, I think via Twitter, a representative at the NRA who said Congressman Massey's wrong. No, he's not. The fact that every freaking gun control lunatic in this country, and so far in the House Rules Committee today and the Judiciary Committee a couple days ago, every single one of them was salivating at the Fix NICS. Why? There's a reason that the gun control bats are salivating at it. Because they know what they can do with it. The same stuff that Obama did with it in his last year by forcing Social Security Administration to screw people because they have a benefit, somebody helping them with whatever they need help with, if they're indigent in any way, whether it's paying bills or whatever, walking or brushing their hair. If you get help, then you can't have a Second Amendment right. You can't have a civil right. Or the fact that people coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan could have PTSD, so we're going to just take away your Second Amendment right just in case. I mean, it's bullshit, and that's what the Obama administration tried, and that's what these assholes want to do in droves. We got to pay attention to what's going on, everybody. Really pay attention. Pass the word, please, because it's getting out there, but not enough people are seeing the truth. There are still some people who are Second Amendment people and don't see the danger that is hidden in those words. You know, you can just scan a bill, but scanning a bill isn't reading the bill. You know, scanning a law isn't reading the law. You know, when I went through a police academy or when I was up in front of a judge trying to establish the elements of a crime, I didn't say, Your Honor, you know, I scanned this once. No, I had to study it. I had to know it, and know it in and out, forward and backwards. How dumb would I look if I said, hey, you know, I scanned the drunk driving law, and I think, you know, this guy might have been drinking, so let's lock him up. Right? Really? Like, I would be fired. But these people, they get raises. They vote themselves raises. Alright, so, let me go back over to this side here. Sorry, everybody. I went on my rant. Got a little angry. Alright. Looks like we got some donations to the channel. Let me acknowledge, please. Thank you. Louis Harrison, $5 to the channel. Says, Jared, bro, I look forward to your updates all the time to help me keep on top of our Second Amendment rights. Please, people need you up, and YouTube needs to stop BS and leave you be. Man, I wish they would, because they are trying to kill me. They're suppressing me. Although I'm gaining subscribers because of the challenge I put out. The challenge, if you haven't seen it, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers and fast, because it's going to force YouTube to send a play button to the channel, acknowledging it as a legitimate channel, not trying to kill us. So they're going to have to acknowledge the Second Amendment channel is a legitimate. This is a Second Amendment news channel talking about law, and that's majority of what I do. Other channels are out there, but they do shooting and stuff like that. Nobody really does just the law thing, and they're trying to kill this channel. I mean, they're trying to suppress it. You can't see my videos unless you search for terms in my videos. It's getting crazy. So I need everybody to help me in that endeavor. Lots of thumbs ups, lots of shares, and subscriptions, so that this channel grows, and they're forced, as much as it's going to kill them, they're forced to give a play button to the channel. So please, thank you. Let's see, Patrick Calc, C-A-L-K, $20 to the channel. Thank you very much. These donations, guys and gals, I get kind of goofy when I talk about this stuff, because I'm kind of speechless, and I'm trying to be humble and thankful, but I can only say the same thing so much. Thank you. All right, that's about as true of the words I can say is thank you. It means a lot that you are willing to help this channel succeed, and I owe it to you. This is because of you. The green screen, the lights, the camera, the things that I buy that every now and then that I do get to review. This is because of you. Thank you. Those are people who donate here on YouTube Live. Those of you who have become patrons. Thank you so much, and I owe this all to you, and I need to stay on top of this for you. Thank you. So Patrick says, I agree with Matthew. We need to support Jared so we all can continue getting these awesome updates. Thank you, Jared. No, thank you. I do this because of you guys. KC's Gaming Pub, $10 to the channel. Thank you very much. This means way more than you guys and gals can imagine. I have seen an influx of subscriptions, a lot of them ladies. The ladies are the biggest, the fastest growing aspect of concealed carry permits in the nation right now. And we need their voice, guys. We need their voice in this team. Please spread this with any lady that you know that shoots, hunts, does anything related to the Second Amendment. We need them right here. We need everybody on the same team, getting the same information, the same marching orders, so that we can win the same battle together. So, thank you all. Let's see. All right, 25 minutes in. We'll do about another 5 more minutes. I think I need to get my blood pressure down. I've been dialed in since about 12, gearing up, and 2 o'clock hit, and I don't think I even blinked. And here it is, 4:30. I'm parched. It's been a busy day. What do we got? Let's take some comments over here. Hulk smash. I get a little into this, man. I take my oath serious. I might not wear a badge anymore, but I live by my oath, and I demand everybody else who took an oath to live by it too. Let's see. I'm a Marine MP. Why can't I carry in New Jersey? Hopefully, my friend, soon you will. New Jersey thinks that they're a kingdom. That's why. I'm posting you everywhere with big numbers. David Gagnon, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And John Santoro, the Marine MP, thank you, brother, for your service. Another from one vet to another. Thank you very much. Let's see. Get some of these. Let me take 1 or 2 from over here on Facebook. Sean Rain, what's up, buddy? Banner Bradshaw, how we doing? Do we want to vote no so fixed Nix does not pass? Mark, they are paired right now. They are paired. And I'm hoping that when it goes to this, it's going to pass tomorrow in the House. It has enough to pass. It's going to go to the Senate. And that's where we need our senators to be smart. I have some knowledge that they're going to hit it with some amendments that might make everything nice and fluffy. But the number we got to get to is 60. So let's see. And I'll have any of that info right here if an amendment is submitted. So stay tuned to this channel. But voting no now screws us because it would kill the bill and we'd have to resubmit, rewrite a bill, and it could take another year or 2. So we got to hope that this process between the Senate, the S446, and then if it passes the Senate, it goes through this little back and forth where the Senate's version goes to the House and the House versions go to the Senate, and they go, yeah, I like this, or no, I don't like that, and let's fix this, and they get it amendable. It's called conference, and then it'll go up to El Presidente, and hopefully it'll be a good one when it goes to him. Thirsty for liberal tears, Keith. Yes, sir. Liberty State Militia, how we doing, brother? It was nice talking to you the other night. Let's see. And for those of you on my channel who don't know Liberty State Militia, I'm reading comments. One said liberals. Sorry. Liberty State Militia. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his Facebook channel. His Facebook page. And I will be mentioning what happened to him in this state of Massachusetts and how much he got screwed. I'm working on getting some information. Hopefully I can get a police officer's name that kind of set this man up to be screwed. And kind of like an entrapment deal. And you guys know, I'll call him out if I can get that information. And I'm working on it. So please check out his channel on Facebook. Lots of good information there. And seems to be a hell of a stand-up guy. And if I can get some information to help you, you know I will. Let's see. What keeps chapping me is that it's assumed that those people who carry concealed are the next criminals. Yeah, Scott, that is one of the things that they're trying. But the truth is, they don't want us to win because the criminal element is their voting base. They don't want us to win because their voting base right now is strong. They had 8 years to strengthen that base. And not only strengthen it, I mean, they brought them from other countries in droves and boats. And just like, here, take this apartment. Here, take this food. Here, take this job. Just remember to vote with a D. And it works. It works. But the Supreme Court, has said that Trump's travel ban is fully enforceable. So take that, Hawaii. And hopefully we can start rectifying some of our policies that need to be updated. So we'll see. Hopefully. Dave Gagnon, thank you, sir. Semper Fi to my Marine brothers. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. $20 donation to the channel. I appreciate it. Means so much. Hope I'm not butchering this. Magana Company. $2 to the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If this passes, I will carry in California. With an Arizona permit. Yep. But you're going to have to know the California law, like where you can carry, where you can't carry, and the aspects of the same aspects that somebody in California who has a CCW, you're going to have to follow that as well. You just can't run ruckshot. You still have to obey the law. Which is something that a lot of people don't get in this, and it was obvious that the liberals were trying to cloud that during this process. You still have to follow the law. Like, because I have a Massachusetts permit doesn't mean I can act like Jesus Christ in some other state, right? I have to follow the law, and they just don't want people to understand that. Because if you think that somebody can come into your state and just like start shooting flamethrowers and Uzis, yeah, of course you're going to want to vote against this. But it couldn't be further from the truth. Let's see. All right. Patrick M. My wife actually wants to vacation in Hawaii. Told her to go what herself. Yeah, man. Don't spend a nickel in any of these states that are trying to just trying to screw us right now. Let them reap what they sow. YouTube feed is jumpy. Doesn't surprise me. Maybe they're trying to throttle me back. My speed is good. I got my speed report right in front of me. Doesn't surprise me. Let me see real quick. See if I can adjust something and try to beat them at their own game. Stand by. Hopefully this will change it. I just changed my bit rate. So hopefully this will... Yep. Looks like I got green now. Until they just hear me tell you I changed my bit rate. Oh well, YouTube. Alright, so let's see. We're 32 minutes into this. I need to eat. So I am going to thank everybody for your time. Thank you for your more than gracious charitable donations. Thank you so much for helping this channel. It means more to me than you know. To know that people out there not only watch my stupid ass ramble, but support what I do and look forward to hearing what I talk about. So thank you. I never ever thought I would ever be here, ever. From the first video in my basement to where we are now, I never ever thought this would be. Now I'm even contemplating, doing a podcast. So I'm looking into that. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Appreciate your time. Please share this video, share this channel, whatever platform you're on. Don't share it to VidMe because they don't matter anymore. They just pulled the plug. Oh, what do we got over here? Batwing Moto, $25 to the channel. Thank you very much. It says thank me for what I do. Thank you, because without you guys, I don't do this. Guys and gals. I'm just generalizing. Thank you, Witch Doctor. Love this channel. It's like getting gun news from Peter Griffin, making fun of my accent, right? Well, I'm at the front lines with you, so I guess it doesn't matter my accent, right? Thank you all. More than I could say. Please spread this channel. Please get your friends to subscribe to this channel. I want that 100,000 bad. I really want to force them to acknowledge this channel after they're going through so much trying to kill it. I mean, they've taken the revenue from it. They've taken my ability to be seen on searches. They're taking away my tags that I put in videos and making sure I don't rank anymore. But still I smile. Still I'm here. And it's for you and those viewers that follow me. So thank you very much. Please, I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Stick with me. I appreciate your time more than you know. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, and get on your congressmen and women right now and get them to vote tomorrow for H.R. 38. Take care, guys. Have a good night.